Your dog just did something you completely ignored. As you walked through the door, they dropped low and stretched. You thought they were just sleepy, right? Wrong. That wasn't a workout. It's a secret love code hardwired into their DNA. But pay close attention. If you misread the subtle tension in their spine, you might be missing a desperate cry for medical help. Today, we're decoding the greeting stretch. Is your dog declaring absolute trust, or are they masking silent pain? Stick around. What you learn in the next 3 minutes will permanently rewire your relationship with your best friend. 1. The ritual. Greeting versus physiology. Let's dismantle the biggest myth in your living room. Not all stretches are created equal. To the untrained eye, a dog lengthening its limbs is just shaking off a nap. But in the world of canine ethology, there is a massive neurological divide between a physical reset and a social contract. First, you have the physiological stretch. This is purely functional, a quick, solitary system reboot to restore blood flow after a period of stasis. It's fast, eyes are wandering, and there is zero engagement with you. It's the canine equivalent of hitting the snooze button. But then there is the greeting stretch. This is a proactive social ritual reserved exclusively for those within the dog's inner circle. Unlike the quick reset, this movement is deliberate and decelerated. Your dog will establish sustained eye contact, pause, and then slowly melt their chest toward the floor. In Western behavioral science, we call this a referential greeting. It isn't a reflex, it's a choice. They aren't stretching because their muscles are tight. They're stretching because you walked through the door. It's a rhythmic, physical hello that signals the transition from rest to active bonding.
2. The vulnerability contract, the ultimate sign of trust. When your dog drops into that deep, rhythmic stretch upon your arrival, they aren't just saying hello. They are signing a vulnerability contract. To understand the gravity of this, we have to look at canine morphology. By lengthening the spine and pressing the chest to the floor, a dog deliberately exposes their most vital organs and their jugular. In the high-stakes world of mammalian survival, this is the most open and defenseless position a predator can take. This isn't just body language, it's a neurological event. When a dog initiates this greeting, their brain isn't in defense mode, it's flooding with oxytocin, the exact same neuropeptide that facilitates the profound bond between a human mother and her infant. A landmark study in 2015 in the journal Science confirmed that sustained eye contact during these interactions triggers a mutual oxytocin positive feedback loop. As your dog's eyes soften and glisten, a phenomenon some researchers call emotional tearing, they are communicating absolute, unconditional safety. In their internal world, you have transitioned from provider to safe harbor. They are betting their physical safety on the fact that you are a protector, not a threat. It is the canine equivalent of a trust fall. And every time you respond with a gentle pet or a soft word, you are rewiring their nervous system to choose you over and over again.
3. The distinction. Decoding the stretch versus the play bow. To the untrained eye, the greeting stretch and the play bow look identical. However, in the lexicon of canine ethology, these are two fundamentally different conversations. Confusing them is like mistaking a soulful "I love you" for a loud "let's party." The play bow is an explosive, high-arousal meta-signal. It's characterized by a sudden, bouncy drop, elbows flaring wide, and a frantic, oscillating tail. It's a neurological reset designed to frame the following growls or bites as non-aggressive. It's an invitation to chaos. The energy is kinetic, upward moving, and often paired with zoomies. Contrast this with the greeting stretch. This movement is the embodiment of low arousal intimacy. The front legs are aligned with anatomical precision, the head is lower than the spine, and the motion is fluid and decelerated. There is no bounce, only a calm, sustained lean into your presence. While the play bow says, "let's engage," the greeting stretch says, "I'm glad we're together." One is about external stimulation, the other is about internal bonding. By learning to spot the subtle difference in their elbow placement and eye tension, you begin to understand the nuance of their soul. It's not just a posture, it's a shift in their entire nervous.
4. The ritual, ancient codes and anticipation. To truly decode the greeting stretch, we must look beyond your living room and into the ancestral lineage of the Canidae family. In the wild, among wolves and foxes, stretching together in the early morning light is a vital social synchronization ritual. It is a non-threatening declaration of unity. I am not a predator to you. We are a pack. Your dog isn't just stretching. They're performing a 10,000-year-old ceremony that confirms your shared bond. But there is a modern, cognitive layer to this behavior: anticipatory physiology. Researchers have documented that dogs track human schedules with startling, almost mechanical accuracy. They don't just react when they hear the lock turn. Their bodies begin preparing for your arrival long before you reach the driveway. That deep, slow stretch is the physical climax of hours of quiet waiting. It is a metabolic reset, transitioning their nervous system from a state of low-energy conservation to high-arousal engagement. They aren't stretching because their back hurts. They're stretching because you matter enough for their entire body to power up in your presence. It's the moment the countdown ends and the connection begins. It's not just a reflex, it's a soul-deep welcome home.